Test. 1, 2, testy, test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, very good. All right, and welcome here to Neillsville High School here tonight for regional semifinal action here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Ben Brecht with Isaac Eagle. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's regional semifinal between the Neillsville Warriors and the Luther Knights. The Warriors and the Knights going at it. Number 1 versus number 8 in the sectional, I should say. And so this is going to be a interesting game here tonight as Neillsville, this will be their first game of the playoffs here. And they are coming off of a 20-point defeat in that Cloverbell crossover game, a 52-32 game against McDonell. Neillsville sits at 20-4 on the season, and they finished the Cloverbelt East Conference undefeated at 14-0. Quite the run there for Neillsville. Once again, a very dominant run in the Cloverbelt for the Warriors, and they're looking to continue that here as we begin the playoffs. Neillsville always manages to make some dominant runs in the playoffs, and it's going to have to start tonight here against Luther. And the Luther Knights coming into this game with a 13-12 record. They just won on Tuesday in their regional semifinal, or regional quarterfinal, I should say, against Westby, 58-29. As I mentioned, Luther coming in at 13-12 on the season. They finished 8-4 in the Cooley Conference. If you're like, where is the Cooley Conference? You're not the only one out there that doesn't quite know about the Cooley Conference. I did not know much about it either before tonight's game. And so if you're looking at the teams in the Cooley Conference, I should say, you have the likes of Black River Falls, Viroqua, West Salem, Westby, Arcadia, Gale, Ettrick, Trempealeau, and then, of course, Luther rounds out the Cooley Conference. So you got usually Luther, I would say, is probably one of the smaller schools in that Cooley Conference. So putting up an 8-4 record against some bigger schools there is certainly a good feat in itself. Right now we're going to take a break for our national anthem, and then we'll be back with our tip-off after this.
Need a new mattress? All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The Furniture People for good home furnishings. Mall furniture where value is yours.
Your search for a new car or truck starts at Gross Motors of Neillsville. Gross Motors of Neillsville will provide a stress-free car buying experience
backed by a lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and most used vehicles.
And always the guaranteed best price. Step inside to work with a member of our expert sales staff. Gross Motors in Neillsville also has a full service department to keep you on the road. The team here at Gross Motors in Neillsville is looking forward to meeting you soon.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. We get a regional semi here between Luther and the Neillsville Warriors. The Luther Knights, as I mentioned, are part of the Cooley Conference. And I was kind of trying to figure out strength of conference, essentially, if you were looking at that. And if you're looking at the Cloverbelt East, where the Neillsville Warriors are from, their non-conference, total non-conference, I should say, for the Cloverbelt East is the record of 37-33. So that's pretty good, a non-conference record. If you're looking at the Cooley Conference, taking up all of those teams and adding up their non-conference games and getting a cumulative record out of that, cumulatively the Cooley Conference is 22-52. So once you get outside of the Cooley Conference, those non-conference games, it's a little bit shaky of a record there for the rest of those teams in the Cooley Conference. So while the conference might have some bigger schools in it, once you get outside the conference, they don't stack up very well against the rest of their competition, at least record-wise, we should say. And so that's probably why they ended up getting the seeding that they got, despite their record. And so now it'll be a good test here for Luther tonight. I see they have some size, but it will be a good test here for Luther as they go up against the Warriors, who are looking to make another run, at least into the sectional, perhaps at state this year. Starters for the Luther Knights consist of number 2, Macy Neumeister, number 4, Avery Jostad, number 12, Allie Zittel, number 31, Peyton Hollub, number 32, Carly Miller, and the Knights will win the opening tip, getting it up with Neumeister. Back up top, they swing it to Neumeister, and we got a foul called. It's going to be on Neillsville's number 14, Maddie Dable. Starters for Neillsville consist of number 10, Gracie Shanegarth, number 14, Maddie Dable, number 23, Sydney Supke, number 32, Paris Opelt, and number 34, Jess Kuhn. And so Neillsville putting on the early pressure here against Luther. Right from the get-go, Luther in that visiting black uniforms. Luther is actually a high school located in Onalaska. That's also a fun fact that I found out. And so that's a little bit more about Luther. As Neillsville gets set up here for their first possession, swinging around into the corner, 3 is long. Rebound taken inside by Opelt. Back to Opelt, corner 3. That one's no good. Rebound down low there from Zittel. And so the Knights will bring that up. Knights are led in scoring by Allie Zittel with 13.8 points per game. They kick it out. The 3 that time goes off the mark. That one by Avery Jostad. And so 13.8 points per game for Allie Zittel, 12.7 for Macy Neumeister, and then it's a drop-off from that. So those are the 2 main scorers there for Luther, and a nice strip there taken away, and in transition comes Jostad, and she is going to get, nope, they're going to call a blocking foul there. Blocking foul called on Neillsville's Gracie Shanegarth. Coming into the game for Luther is number 4, Emma Cobb. Kick out 3 is off the side of the rim there from Zittel. Rebound taken inside there from Dable. Pass ahead into the corner for 3. That one is up and in. 3-pointer good. Sydney Supke. And the first points on the board here for the Warriors in front of their home crowd. We got a three-quarter filled gym, I should say, as Neumeister misses the 3 early here for Luther. As we get into these playoff games, you get some more fans in the stands. Quick pass ahead, and the basket good down low there from Supke. First 5 points on the board there for Sydney, and Neillsville off to a 5-0 lead. That is going to be tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Luther. And so Luther is going to have to get some good production from Zittel and Neumeister tonight if they want to come away with the upset win here against Neillsville. And baseline jumper is no good there for Kayla Scheibel, who just also came into the game for Luther. Back up top now is Shanegarth. Over to Opelt. Opelt, the leader for Neillsville on the season scoring, I should say. They swing it around looking to get it inside to Opelt, and that's going to go out of bounds. The early turnover there for the Warriors. I should mention Opelt is averaging 17 points per game. Maddie Dable with 13. Sydney Supke with 10.7. So three leading scorers there for the Warriors. Get that one getting across half court, breaking into the lane. Layup no good there for Neumeister. Back up now with Opelt. Back out to Shane Garth. Opelt with it in the right corner. Gets double teamed. That one's going to be taken away by Zittel. Great job on that possession there by Luther, able to double team in the corner and force the turnover. So despite being down 5-0, Luther looking pretty strong here early on. And there, as soon as I say that, a turnover underneath. There for the Knights. Opelt comes away with it. Back up now with Shane Garth on the right wing. Into the corner. Looks at the three. Kick out Opelt for three, and she's going to get fouled. Foul called on Luther's Allie Zittel. So Paris Opelt will go to the line here shooting three. It's always interesting once you get into these playoff games. You run into Neillsville doesn't play many teams, I should say, down toward the lacrosse area. They generally don't play teams in that direction. So once you get into these playoff games, it's interesting just to see the strategies, both of these teams both coming out, kind of getting a feel for each other, because you don't quite know what to expect. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. It will go back to Luther. Nonetheless, Neillsville out to a 7-0 lead over the Knights. Inbound now to Hullab. Back up to now Miller, passing it ahead now with Hullab. Hullab, that is going to be knocked out of bounds. It will go back to Neillsville. Hullab lost it off of herself, dribbled off of herself, and we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more on Zaleski Sports after this.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Thanks for tuning in to regional semifinal action here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Girls basketball on the docket. Neillsville, as we get started with their first playoff game here, as they bring it up the floor with Maddie Dable. Back into the corner, Dable now for three, and knocks that one in. Three-pointer there from Maddie Dable, and that is a big one. There is now it's a 10-0 lead. Neillsville out to a good start. And a travel call there on Zittel, and another turnover there for Luther. Luther got off to a pretty decent start here to begin this game. It's just turnovers the last 3 or 4 possessions that have been killing them offensively. And so that's why they're still stuck at 0 as we approach 13 minutes left in this first half. Into the right corner now with Kaylee Lawrence. Looking to go inside. That one's going to be stolen away there by Neumeister. Pass ahead. Good job by Opelt, able to cut that off. Now over into the right corner now. Doing it to Cobb. Nice pass inside, kick out Cobb on the left wing. Right wing now with Neumeister. Three is good there from Macy Neumeister. And so Luther gets on the board here, 10-3. There's a big three there for the Knights. Maybe now they'll break the basket open a little bit. 3 there off the mark from Lawrence. Pass ahead. Now in transition is Cobb. Another 3 for Neumeister. That one goes in and out. Rebound inside by Miller. And a foul called as Miller goes up for the shot. Foul called on Paris Opelt. That is her first, team third. Shooting 2 at the line is Carly Miller. And first free throw is short. Hit the front of the rim. One more free throw here for Carly Miller. That one's up and in. 1 for 2 at the line. Nonetheless, now a 6-point game. Pass into the corner there with Lawrence. Takes it to the right wing. Now over to Opelt. Going cross court. They get it over now with Lawrence. Back up top of the arc with Dable. And we're going to get a foul from behind. Foul called on Neumeister for a reach from behind. You can see Neillsville is trying to work through Paris Opelt here early on. She's just done a nice job of kind of facilitating the offense. She's got 2 points, but those came at the free throw line. So no baskets for Opelt so far. Swinging around now on top with Dable. Dable gets to the free throw line. Jumper good for Maddie Dable. She's got 5 as well as Supke. So far for Neillsville, a good 3/4 court press here. Just gets Luther to think about it, and that will be a 10-second violation. Fantastic defense there from the Warriors. I think Luther just kind of got caught up in, we have to get the ball across half court. They just got a little bit lazy there for a second. And that inbound is going to be taken away. Zittel was not lazy on that one, getting the steal. Opelt will come away with the rebound, though, for the Warriors. Nice job by Paris, able to get back. Back up now with Dable. Driving along that left baseline to Shane Garth. Shane Garth in the corner. It has that one taken away, and we're going to get a foul called there on Jess Kuhn. And she gets called for the reach. That's going to be the 4th team on Neillsville. That's one thing that hasn't gone Neillsville's way here early on is foul trouble, already with 4 as we're under 11 minutes. Getting over. Left baseline jumper, no good there for Neumeister. And we're going to have a foul called. That's going to be on Neumeister. A hold. That's going to be her second, team third. Let me tell you, Neumeister has come out with some big, good energy here for Luther to begin this game. She's been very aggressive, looking for her shot early and often. And they are just being aggressive, trying to get inside, get the rebound. Some good play early on from Neumeister, but Luther finds themselves down by 8. Back over to Opelt now on the right wing, driving inside, shot in the middle of the lane. No good, they call a travel. They call a travel, and coach and fans and pretty much everybody who's rooting for Neillsville cannot believe it. But that is that's the right call there. Pass ahead. Now, get it up with Scheibel. And so Neillsville doing a nice job just picking them up as soon as they get across half court. And good aggressive defense up top by Shane Garth. Looking to get it inside, and a travel call this time on Zittel. And so travel both ways. Opelt up with Shane Garth. Passing ahead now with Anding. Anding into the game. Inside, Opelt. Turnaround jumper from the right block. No good. Anding comes down with the rebound. Back out to Anding. Anding, some good defense there by Josted. Nice pass to Opelt. Free throw line jumper, no good. Nice job. A box out there from Kuhn, and she's going to get fouled. Good box out there from Jess Kuhn, just creating a lot of space underneath that basket. And she's going to get rewarded with the foul there on Peyton Hullub. Supke coming back in here for Neillsville, as well as Maddie Dable. So Neillsville will inbound along their own baseline. Up top with Dable, driving in, scoring. Easy two there from Maddie Dable. Neillsville doing a nice job of able to find some holes in this zone defense, doing a nice job of exploiting it here early on, and that's gotten them out to a 10-point lead. Now the double team just across half court. Some great defense there. Almost gets another steal out of that one, and it forces a turnover as they were trying to get it inside. And that's going to go out of bounds. They were trying to find Alexis Schmidt. And so that's what that pressure is going to do for you. And that's what Neillsville is going to play all game long. Just force a lot of on-ball pressure, force you to make mistakes. And there, once again, even though they didn't get it the first time, they were able to force a turnover on that third pass inside. Foul called there on Luther, on Avery Josted. That's now their fifth team foul. So Luther now in a little bit of foul trouble as we're over halfway through this first half. Nice inbound. Opelt, drive, middle of the lane. Can't get that basket to go. Rebound there taken by Zittel. Pass ahead and another turnover there. That pass just out of the reach of Emma Cobb. Luther having some problems here with that pressure from Neillsville. That's exactly what the Warriors want. Out to a 10-point lead. That three from the corner misses everything by Supke. It'll stay on this end here, though, with Neillsville. Warriors have some good looks on offense so far, just unable to knock some of those shots down. Back up to Dable. Back out now with Anding. And we're going to have a foul called down low. This one an offensive call. And so a turnover there for Neillsville, gives it back to Luther. Luther, they got to put together a little bit of a run here. So we're at to the 8-minute mark, and they're still stuck on 4 points. See if they can kind of break through this ball pressure. Get some good crisp passes in here. With it on top is Zittel. Back up now with Neumeister. Free throw line jumper is short. And that's going to be a turnover there. They will go back to Luther. And so the Knights will inbound along their own baseline. Make sure to visit Russell's of Neillsville. They have more of what you're looking for. Stop in today on Highway 10 East in Neillsville or online at russellsofneillsville.com. Knights been stuck at 4 points here for a while. And that three is no good. Rebound taken there by Kuhn. Opelt with it at the top of the arc for the Warriors. I mentioned Luther has knocked down 1-3 so far, but they've taken a lot of three-point attempts. That shot inside, no good from Kuhn. Another rebound down there for the Knights. Luther getting it inside now with Miller. Miller, nice pass, and layup is off the mark there from Scheibel. Back ahead jumper from the line is no good there from Supke, and travel call there on Carly Miller as she went to the floor with after that rebound. And so Neillsville will now inbound along their own baseline. Supke will throw it in with 6.5 left in this first half. That pass is stolen away there by Neumeister. She's had a couple of steals here for Luther. She's been the one bright spot here for the Knights so far in this first half. And we're going to get a foul called there on Shane Garth, a push. On the farm, you rely on equipment to keep you moving. So contact Eagle Tire Center for on the farm, in the field tire service. Eagle Tire Center has a good old-fashioned know-how and modern equipment to repair or replace any farm implement tire, no matter what size. Contact Eagle Tire Center of Neillsville and ask them about rebates on farm tires. 3, that one is no good. Opelt will come down with the rebound. That 3 taken there by Holub. Luther cannot buy a basket here in this first half. Neillsville, meanwhile, has been held a little bit under their normal scoring totals, I should say, so far. But I expect this game to break a little bit more open here in the second half. That foul is going to be called on the Knights, Peyton Hullub. Her second, team 6th at the line shooting. 2 is Braylon Anding. Able to knock down the first. And second one is good there for Anding. So now Luther down by 12. Free throw line jumper. That one's going to get blocked from behind. Opelt will come away with it. Nice pass ahead now to Dable out in transition. And double dribble called there on Maddie Dable. So back to the Knights. Neillsville's had some little turnovers, uncharacteristic turnovers here and there in this first half. But nonetheless, they still have that 12-point lead, and that's thanks to another steal there from Opelt as she steps out of bounds. And so we'll go back to Luther. We got a defensive struggle here in this first half. Both of these teams normally do not play each other. I'm not even sure they've played each other anytime recently. So, and a feeling out process. Halftime adjustments for sure from both teams. Airballed straight into the hands of Miller, but Miller can't get the layup to go. It'll go out of bounds and back to Neillsville. A second missed layup of the night there for Luther. And so the Warriors with Opelt will bring it up the floor. Back up with Dable. Dable getting across half court. Pass over to Anding. Anding shot no good. Into the corner now is Kuhn. And we're going to have a double dribble call. Here we go back to the Knights. Neumeister inbounding to Zittel. And that pass ahead, it was to, I'm not sure who that was to, but nonetheless, it will come away with a steal there from Kuhn. Neillsville's defense doing a good job here forcing turnovers. Shot by Opelt's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It's blocked. It will go back to Neillsville. Coming in for the block from behind was Hullub. And so now Neillsville will inbound along their own baseline. Opelt to inbound. Getting it in now with Anding on the right wing. Anding back over to Ormond. And shot inside, good there from Opelt. Paris Opelt for 2. Finally, somebody gets a basket. We've been held scoreless probably for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Basket good there from Opelt. Brings this out to a 14-point lead. With 4 minutes left here. That pass inside is tipped away by Dable. Anding comes away with it. Opelt with it now on the left wing. Into the left corner, Dable, baseline jumper is off the mark. Rebound kick out. And that is good for 3. Emerson Ormond for 3. And now a 5-point run there for Neillsville. Full timeout Luther. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with more basketball from Neillsville High School on Zaleski Sports after this.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. Ben Brecht with you as we got regional semifinal action. Number 1 Neillsville taking on number 8 Luther. Neillsville out to that 17-point lead thanks to a 5-0 run over the last 20 seconds there from the Warriors. They kind of broke this game open there with that little mini run. Now the Knights have to respond before the half, and that'll start for them. That'll get them started, I should say. Kayla Scheibel for 2. Opel with it at the top of the arc. Pass over on the right wing now with Anding. Anding loses it. Dable right there, though. And we got a 3-second call there on Opelt. And another turnover for Neillsville as Luther will inbound. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Get the tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Back up top on the left wing is Cobb. Luther is having a hard time getting their passes away. That one's going to be stolen away by Opelt. Layup in transition, good for Paris. Luther will inbound. Pass ahead now with Cobb. Little trap there. Dribbling out of the trap is Zittel. In the lane, we're going to have a foul called. Body called on Jess Kuhn. Her second, team 6th. Should say Luther has gotten off some shots. They've gotten some good looks in this first half. They just have been unable to knock it down. They've had some good looks from 3. They've also had a couple of layups missed. If you knock down at least 1 or 2 of those threes and make both of your layups, you're right back in this game. But the Warriors' defense, I should say, has been particularly impressive at forcing turnovers. And there they get the block. Opelt pass ahead to Dable. That's going to go out of bounds. It will go back to Luther. Both teams turning the ball over here in this first half. Not quite as efficient as you would like to see coming out in game one of the playoffs. But both teams haven't been quite efficient, or quite as efficient, I should say, in this first half. We'll have to see if they can improve here in the second half. Foul called there on the Warriors' Dable. And so at the free throw line here, shooting the 1-and-1 for the Luther Knights is going to be Emma Cobb. That one is good. And the second one. Excuse me, that was, should say, Avery Jostad. Sometimes you can't quite see the numbers. All the way on the other end, layup is no good. Rebound taken down inside there by Langrek. And we got a quick timeout here called by Neillsville. And so we'll have to see. And so we're not quite sure if it's a 30 or a full, but nonetheless, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more after this.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Out of that timeout, Warriors basketball as we approach 1 minute. Jumper no good there from Opelt. Coming away with the rebound, though, is Langrek. Kick out three, also off the mark. Rebound taken inside there by Carly Miller. Passing back up now with Zittel. Back up top with Jostad. Back over left wing now with Neumeister. Three in the corner. That goes off the mark. Rebound taken inside by Supke. Back up to Opelt. As we approach 40 seconds left in this one. A 23-8 lead for the Warriors. Back over into the corner. Looking at the three. Back up top now with Opelt. Down, closing in on 20 seconds. Paris driving, middle of the lane, is going to get fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line for two shots. Foul called there on Luther's Carly Miller. Her first team seventh. Opelt at the line. Able to knock down the first. One more free throw is up and in. Quick pass ahead now with Jostad. Luther able to get it across half court. That was close to 10 seconds. Now back up. Going to take a three from the logo. No good. Miller right there for the rebound, though, and the putback. So two for Luther at the end of the half. It's now 25-10. Warriors with a 15-point lead into the halftime break. Neillsville in complete control there in that first half. I wouldn't say it was very super efficient basketball either way on either side, but nonetheless, Neillsville will take that 15-point halftime lead, and we'll see what they can do in the second half. The number 1 seed on top of Luther here in the regional semis. We'll be right back with our halftime show on Zaleski Sports after this.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com. Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. Meet your friends at Schmitty's on Main. Schmitty's on Main is open Tuesday through Sunday with daily specials for breakfast, lunch, and their Friday night fish fry. Sunday lunch always features Schmitty's signature chicken dinner. Let Schmitty's cater your next event or ask them about their banquet hall. Stop by Schmitty's today. You'll never be disappointed or go away hungry. Call a friend and make plans to meet at Schmitty's on Main, 436 Hewitt Street in Neillsville.
Welcome to Russell's of Neillsville. Come on in and let me show you around. Washers, dryers, freezers, ranges, and refrigerators. Sofas, mattresses, lift chairs too. Russell's of Neillsville. More of what you're looking for.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Ben Brecht with you here on Zaleski Sports as we got opening game for the Neillsville Warriors, the number 1 seed in their sectional, as they look to make a trip possibly into the sectional finals, semis, maybe even state this year. And it's going to start tonight here against the Luther Knights, the number 8 seed. Luther came into this game off of a win on Tuesday against Westby. Pretty convincing win there for Luther in that one. And so now they have the challenge of facing the number 1 seed, Neillsville. And this first quarter, they've been held to just 10 points. And so 25-10 lead for the Warriors. Warriors averaging 59 points per game. So they're about halfway there, I should say, here in this first half. They got off to a slow start in those first couple of minutes. And they were able to get some better execution as the half went on. Meanwhile, for Luther, they just never could quite get anything going there in that first half. Let's take a look at the scorers for the Knights. They were led in scoring 3 points from AC Neumeister and 3 points from Carly Miller, 2 for Avery Jostad, and 2 for Kayla Scheibel. And so those are leading scorers there for Luther. They're rounding out their 10 points in that first half. Scorers for Neillsville. Paris Opelt led the way with 8 points. Maddie Dable contributed 7 there in that first half. 5 from Sydney Supke. 3 from Emerson Ormond, and 2 from Braylon Anding. Rounds out the scores for the Warriors in that first half. And Neillsville using their aggressive defense, their aggressive trapping and aggressive on-the-ball defense to force a lot of turnovers, and that's been the case here for Luther in that first half. And then when Luther's gotten open shots, they haven't been able to make them. So if you're Luther, let's see if you can get like a little run going here at the beginning of the half. Otherwise, you might be in for a long rest of the game against Neillsville if you're not able to string together some points here to start the second half. So we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be back with the second half of action from Neillsville after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Oh, and welcome back here to Neillsville High School as we got the first round, or not the first round, first game for the Warriors here of this playoffs. And so out to a good start here, a 25-10 lead over Luther. And so we got some other scores from around the area and some other games that we have going on here on Zaleski Sports. I should say number 1 Pacelli is leading Three Lakes. Number 8 Three Lakes at the half, 43-19. Columbus girls, number 6 is leading number 3 Greenwood at the half, 23-20. That's going to be a fantastic game. Don't leave us, but also tune into that one. Number 7 Marshfield is leading number 10 Holman at the half, 27-18, and then number 1 Assumption leading Fall River, the 8th seed, 33-12. Also Pittsville, number 2 seed, leading number 7 Edgar, 35-25 at the half. Wow, that was a tough read. So we got a 25-10, 15-point game here as we begin the second half. as we look to begin. Like I mentioned, Luther's got to go on a bit of a run here if they want to stick with Neillsville into half number 2. I should remind you, the Maple Dude provides pure maple syrup since 1858. Look for the Maple Dude brand where you shop for groceries. Find them at themapledude.com or visit the Maple Dude World Headquarters on Highway 10 in Granton. As the Maple Dude says, keep it real. With one of my customers at the bank today, we were talking about maple syrup and how it was 50 degrees yesterday here in central Wisconsin, and today it's like upper 20s. And we were mentioning how that's going to really screw up the trees and all of the plants, I should say, as we get forward to looking into spring. But the good news is, if you love maple syrup, you're probably going to get maple syrup early because the trees are already getting started. So there's a little plug. Maple syrup is good. It's good for a lot of things. Back up top to begin the second half. It's Warriors basketball. Going to Opelt at the free throw line. Nice turnaround and jumper good there from Paris Opelt. And a nice basket there from her. And then she gets the steal on the errant pass. Driving in the middle of the lane. Jumper no good. Rebound taken down underneath there by Jess Kuhn. Back up to Supke, over to Dable. 3 is up and in. Big 3 there from Dable. And Luther is going to take a timeout. Neillsville out to a 5-0 run here. We're not even a minute into the second half, and Neillsville out to that 5-0 run in a 20-point lead. You could see they kind of lit a fire in that halftime locker room, I should say, and Neillsville just pouring it on here in this first minute. And so we've gotten some more efficiency on that on both ends of the floor from the Warriors, and they're knocking down shots. So it's a good start here for Neillsville in the second half. Make sure to stop in and see your friends at Schmitty's on Main in Neillsville. They're your family-friendly restaurant, serving breakfast, lunch, and their fantastic Friday night fish fry. Dine-in, delivery, or takeout. Ask them about catering. Go to Schmitty's on Main of Neillsville. They're also on Facebook. Drive inside, and layup is good there from Miller. Carly Miller gets that one to go, and the foul. So she'll go to the free throw line here for the Knights. Foul called there. That one's going to be on Jess Kuhn. That is her third. Miller now at the line. Free throw is no good. It will go out of bounds back to Neillsville. Getting in with Shane Garth. And across half court, back up to Opelt. Opelt driving. Kick back out. Now with Anding. 3 is no good from Opelt. Rebound inside taken by Hullum. Pass ahead now with Zittel. Back over Zittel, right wing 3. That goes in and out. Back to Zittel on the right wing once again. Driving inside, and we're going to have a foul down low. Foul called on Sydney Supke, her first, team second. Luther inbounding along their own baseline. Luther's got to start knocking down some shots here. Shot in the lane, no good. Supke comes down with the rebound there for Neillsville. Dable's 3 off the mark. Rebound taken inside by Anding. Anding's done a nice job off the bench here tonight for Neillsville. Anding with it on the right wing. Over to Supke, and she's going to get fouled. A reach call. Foul called on Zittel. Inbounding, getting it into Supke into the left corner. Supke driving. Shot is blocked there by Miller. Coming away with it is Hullab. Driving inside, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Gracie Shangarth. And so free throws here coming for Peyton Hullab, as they say she was in the act of shooting. I'm not quite sure if she was shooting, but they're going to call it that way. So nonetheless, the free throw no good there from Peyton Hullab. Second free throw. That one's going to be short. Rebound taken inside there by Supke. Pass ahead with Dable on the right wing. Over to Supke. Looking inside now with Dable. Dable shot in the middle of the lane is no good, but she does get fouled. Foul is going to be called on the Knights. Carly Miller. 2 shots here for Dable. And first free throw is good for Maddie Dable. And second free throw good there for Maddie Dable. Back up is Jostad. As Luther will get it across here, down by 20. And Opelt comes away with the steal there for the Warriors. Looks at the three. We'll bring it back down now with Ormond. Back up Dable with it. Some good pressure defense there. Dable able to get around it. Miller with another block there for Luther. She's had 3 blocks so far tonight for the Knights. That pass ahead is going to be stolen away there by Anding. That Warriors pressure making passes very difficult for the Knights. Opelt knocks down that jumper. Warriors forcing some bad passes here in the first half and then starting off here in the second half. They just have some really good on-ball defense, which really limits your opportunities. Back up top now, they go with Scheibel. Shot in the paint, no good, and rebound down low. We got a jump ball underneath. It will belong to Luther. And so Luther inbound under their own basket. Down by 22 here, 4 minutes into the second half. Back up top is Neumeister. Into the corner, 3 off the mark. And a jump ball, possession arrow, belongs to Neillsville. 8-seeded Neillsville Warriors doing a nice job here in their first game of the playoffs, just putting together a pretty dominant performance over the 8-seeded Luther Knights. Looking to go inside. Kick it back out on the left wing. Now back out to Ormond. Supke kick out left corner, 3 is no good there from Dable. And now we got a foul called on Neillsville. It'll go the other way to Luther. Foul called on Emerson Ormond. Knights inbounding with Zittel. Pass ahead now to Neumeister. And that's going to go out of bounds. Looked like Shebolt just took her eye off the ball when she was going to catch it. And so another turnover there for the Knights. Dable pass up to Supke. Nice job there. She knew her first pass wasn't there, immediately went to a second option. Just the efficiency there from Neillsville. That's going to go out of bounds. Look at that last pass there from Dable. You knew exactly where she was going to go with the ball. Her first pass was cut off. She knew the second pass would have been right there in the middle at half court. Then she knew the third option would be cutting up the right line there. And that's just the efficiency that you see from the Warriors compared to like Luther, who's just a little bit disjointed on their end of the floor thanks to the Warriors' pressure. But when you have a good team and obviously a number one seed like Neillsville, you have that efficiency where it's like we know where everybody's going to be at different points, and that's how you can easily break that pressure. And travel underneath there. Everybody doing their job, everybody playing on a string, knowing where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to go, and it just makes everything look easy. Getting it up with Lawrence, bring it up for the Warriors. Back up to Lawrence on the left wing. Back up top with Dable. Into the free throw line and kick out on the left wing now with Dable. Back up now with Lawrence. Looking to go inside. And now Dable's turnaround shot, no good. Inside they go with Anding. Now Dable backing down, getting it back outside with Anding. And that's going to be taken away there by Cobb. Pass that into the left corner. Kick out, three is up and in for Macy Neumeister. Her second three of the game, and Neumeister has got to carry the scoring load here for Luther. She's their second leading scorer, but she's doing a nice. She's put together a pretty nice game here for the Knights. She's gonna if Luther's gonna come away with the victory here, she's gonna have to carry him to the win. Warriors will now inbound in their own front court. Opelt getting a kick out. Now with Lawrence. Back to Opelt on the left wing. Opelt driving, kick, nice pass over to Kuhn. Inside to Opelt. Kick back out. Jumper in the middle of the lane is good there for Braylon Anding. Pass ahead now with Neumeister. Free throw line jumper off the mark. Opelt comes down with a rebound for the Warriors. Pass over to Ormond. Back up now they go with Anding. Anding driving. Shot is blocked there by Miller. The pass ahead is going to be saved. In now with Neumeister. And they want a timeout. Luther's coach wants a timeout. And a full timeout taken there by Luther. We will take it with them. We'll be back with more basketball here from Neillsville after this.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Need a new mattress? All Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on two-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The Furniture People for good home furnishings. Mall furniture where value is yours.
And welcome back here to Neillsville High School. We got 10.5 minutes left in this one. And Luther finds themselves down by 21 with the basketball out of their timeout. Pass into the corner is going to be taken there by Hullub. Nice double team in the corner there from Opelt and Langrek, I should say. Swinging around now. Back with Hullub. Some good defense here from Neillsville, making this a long possession. And a travel there called. That's going to be called on Lexus Hansen. Her first appearance tonight for Luther. First appearance into the game. Here in the second half, I expected this game to be a little bit the disparity, point disparity, I should say, to be a little bit larger at this point. But Luther's done a nice job of defensively making things harder for Neillsville. Opelt getting it in. Turnaround jumper is off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound taken there by Hansen. And now a foul called in the backcourt. As Miller will bring it up. Back up to Neumeister. That's going to go out of bounds. It will go back to Neillsville. Go to Gross Motors of Neillsville. Their goal is to give you a stress-free buying experience on your next vehicle. You get the Gross lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and the guaranteed best price. Talk to their expert sales staff today on Division Street in Neillsville or at grossmotors.com. Basket in transition, good from Layla Walk. Her first appearance in the game tonight for the Warriors. Coach Geyer going a little bit deeper into the bench. Here at the 40-15 lead. DC Construction General Contractor. They do new builds and remodels. From garages, decks, and garage doors to windows and siding, they do it all. Call Dave and Cody for your next building project. You can find them on Facebook, DC Construction of Neillsville. Foul called there on Paris Opelt. At the line shooting two is Carly Miller. And that free throw no good. Warriors bringing in Tessa Warren as well. Second free throw, no good. But the rebound and put back there for Carly Miller. She's put together a pretty solid night here for Luther. Back up now, they go with Shane Garth. Back to Warren at the free throw line. Back over now, they go with Anding. That pass is going to be stolen away by Miller. Miller pass ahead. Now to Zittel. Kick back out 3 from Neumeister is no good. Rebound taken there by Lawrence. Neumeister has a couple of threes, but she's also missed quite a few threes as well in this one. And a foul is going to be called there on the Knights. Fouled on Carly Miller, who's picked up her play here in the second half for Luther. And doing a nice job there for the Knights. Go to Grand Flooring and Design of Neillsville. They can help you with all types of flooring, plus countertops, cabinets, mattresses, and more. Check out Grand Flooring and Design on Facebook and on Grand Avenue in Neillsville. That 3 there, good from Lawrence. And comes away with the steal as well. Neillsville's going to get it need to get it across half court, and they're going to take a timeout as they were close to that 10-second violation. A quick 30-second timeout, which gives you a chance, or gives me a chance, to remind you to visit Mutual of Wausau Insurance. They have been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Also find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. With locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield, no matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. Visit the Gray Dog Axe Throwing. They're now open in Marshfield. It's fun for all ages, 8 and older, so bring your whole family. Join a league or plan a party. Book your awesome experience today. Visit graydogaxe.com or find them on Facebook for more information. Out of the timeout. Pass ahead with Warren. Looking to go inside now with Anding. Back up top now with Lawrence. Into the right corner there with Anding. Back over now with Anding, and we got a 3-second call down low. I believe that's going to be on Warren, and so a turnover there for Neillsville. Up to that 43-17 lead. In complete control in this one. Almost a steal there from Walk. And ball loose on the floor, and we have a jump ball. Possession will belong to Luther. And so Luther will inbound. New sub into the game for Neillsville is Olivia Langrek, I should say. Emerson Ormond also coming in for the Warriors. Visit the Sports Scene in Marshfield. They're your official fanwear store for players' jerseys, hats, autographed memorabilia, and more. Sports Scene up the stairs from World Buffet in the Marshfield Mall. Pick up your pet's favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and healthcare products under one roof. From all the brands that you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. And so Luther held to just 7 points here in this second half. An 18-7 run for Neillsville in half number 2. He back up top of the arc now with Ormond. And a travel call there on Emerson Ormond. Coach Geyer, I should say, going deeper into the bench. As Neillsville is going to win this one convincingly in this regional semifinal. They will face the winner of Auburndale and Whitehall. Also going on right now, that one over in Auburndale. And so the winner of that game will travel here tomorrow night, and we'll have that game for you here on Zaleski Sports. So you're going to want to tune in as we keep following the Neillsville Warriors girls basketball team as they will face the winner of Auburndale and Whitehall tomorrow night here on Zaleski Sports. New substitution in for the Luther Knights is Destin Wohlhofer. It's going to go out of bounds back to Luther. Back to Wohlhofer. Back over now with Neumeister. Getting into the free throw line, and we're going to have a foul called from behind. That's going to be Luther Knights basketball underneath on their own baseline. And so at the free throw line for Luther is going to be Macy Neumeister. Make sure you can get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Get two $6 cheeseburgers. That's right, just 2 cheeseburgers for $6 at your nearest A&W All-American Food locations in Altoona, Cadott, Withee, and Spencer. Neumeister makes both of her free throws. Number 40, Ella Dittner, comes into the game for Neillsville. They need to go inside to Warren. That's going to go out of bounds. It will be back to the Warriors as Luther was trying to save it. No, it will go back to Luther. Yeah, we'll go back to Luther on that one. The Dahlman Insurance Agency, LLC, has been family-owned and operated. They've been covering homes, businesses, and farms in Midwest Wisconsin since 1978. Dahlman Insurance is an independent agency, so they can find the best rate for the coverage for your unique situation. They have offices in Greenwood and Thorpe and service customers throughout Midwest Wisconsin. Find them at DahlmanInsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. That was a nice basket there by Destin Wohlhofer. And just missed the free throw, but good job by Wohlhofer to finish through the contact. She, one of the seniors here for Luther, Wohlhofer and Lexus Hansen, the 2 seniors for the Knights, playing their final game here tonight at Neillsville as Luther finds themselves down by 22. Jump ball forced, and it will be Luther basketball. Neillsville is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take a quick timeout with them. A 22-point lead for Neillsville. We'll be back with more basketball in the remainder of this game after this.
Your search for a new car or truck starts at Gross Motors of Neillsville. Gross Motors of Neillsville will provide a stress-free car buying experience, backed by a lifetime engine warranty on new vehicles and most used vehicles, and always the guaranteed best price. Step inside to work with a member of our expert sales staff. Gross Motors in Neillsville also has a full service department to keep you on the road. The team here at Gross Motors in Neillsville is looking forward to meeting you soon.
Welcome back here to Neillsville High School. Thanks for tuning into tonight's game here on Zaleski Sports. The Neillsville Warriors with a 43-21 lead over the Luther Knights. Number 1 Neillsville and number 8 Luther going head-to-head here in this regional semi. And the winner will move on and face the winner of Auburndale and Whitehall. Right now it looks like Neillsville is going to come away with this one if they can hold on for this last 4 minutes. Luther's put together a little bit of a run here over the last couple of minutes. They've gotten themselves, well, sort of back in it, I should say. Yeah, nice block there by Tessa Warren. Back out now with Langrek, and a travel call on Olivia Langrek. We'll turn it back over to Luther. Both teams going further into their bench. Alexis Hansen will come back in for Luther, one of their other seniors playing her last game here tonight. Presumably last game, I should say. And so we got a foul there called on Tessa Warren, which means that Alexis Hansen will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. It's a new year and a new you at Blues Hair Studio on North Central Ave in Marshfield. The stylists at Blues Hair Studio are ready to help you be the best version of yourself. Book your appointment for a fresh start in 2024 at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Stop Construction, our premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Both free throws missed. Warren comes down with the rebound. Pass ahead as they get it to Ormond. Kick into the corner. 3 is off the mark. Rebound taken down there by Ella Dittner. Back up top now. And a foul from behind. That was Ormond is going to get fouled. And for the Warriors coming in, number 42, Mercedes Bales. First free throw good there from Ormond. Two for two from the line. And driving, and we got a foul is going to be called. And at the free throw line here, shooting is going to be Alexis Hansen. Missing the first. And second free throw is up and in. To remind you that an SCS Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Back up now with Bales. That pass is stolen away there by Woolhafer. Shot in the middle of the lane. Good that time for Zittel. Back up now with Ormond, getting across half court with Warren and over the back. So with 2 minutes left here, this is a reminder that our Neillsville Dairy postgame show is coming up next here from Neillsville. Neillsville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Neillsville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at NeillsvilleDairy.com. Jumper good there from Zittel. On our Neillsville Dairy postgame show, we're going to take a look at some finals, including a shocking upset tonight that we have And so you're gonna want to make sure to tune in. So that I roll down the scores that we got coming in here, rolling in on Zaleski Sports. We got under 2 minutes here, 45-26 game. Another close game going down to the wire here is in Greenwood. A 37-34 three-point lead for the Greenwood Indians. The 3-seed hosting 6-seeded Columbus. That one's got a minute left. First free throw good there from Lawrence. Second free throw is good. 21-point lead here for Neillsville. Down to 30 seconds in that Greenwood-Columbus game. Columbus has the basketball. Right corner three is off the mark there for Neumeister, down low, and Subkey comes away with the rebound, and she will go to the free throw line here as a foul called on Luther. So with 19 seconds left, Greenwood up by 3. We got a timeout there in that one. And so Subkey now at the free throw line for Neillsville. They held Luther to just 16 points in the second half, a 22-16 run here for Neillsville in the second half. Subkey at the line. First free throw is no good. Rebound taken there by Wohlhofer. So Luther's season will end here tonight. Neillsville will just keep rolling into that regional final. Tomorrow we'll have that game here for you on Zaleski Sports, so you're going to want to make sure to tune in for that one. We're waiting the final from Auburndale and Whitehall, so we'll get to that final, and then we'll see who Neillsville will take on tomorrow night in the regional final. And so we'll have that one for you here on Zaleski Sports, so make sure to tune in to that game tomorrow night. Neillsville hosting Auburndale or Whitehall. Boyles into the corner with Subkey. Under a minute now. 21-point lead for Neillsville. Boyles, and we get a foul called there on Luther. That's going to be on Lexus Hansen. Mercedes Bales to the line. 2 shots for Mercedes. First one is good. And the crowd goes wild. They'll like to see that. Your bench gets in. They get some free throws. I love it. Scoring points. Second one is off the mark. Couldn't quite get it. 1 of 2. And so down now to about 30 seconds. Walk comes away with the steal there for Neillsville. And that's going to be a turnover as Ella Dittner lost it out of bounds. .21 seconds left as Neillsville is going to come away with the victory here tonight. Move to 21-4 on the season as they keep rolling. See how far the Warriors can go in the playoffs. They've made it out of the regional many times, looking to probably do the same by wrapping up with the victory tomorrow, but they'll have a tough test either with Auburndale or Whitehall, and we'll have that game for you tomorrow. Reminder, our Neillsville Dairy post-game show is coming up after the buzzer sounds. Make sure to get your fresh cheese curds daily at Neillsville Dairy in Curtis, Marshfield, or at NeillsvilleDairy.com. Down to 5 seconds. Pass up with Langrek. And that's going to do it. a 48-28 victory tonight for the Neillsville Warriors. Number 1 prevails over the 8th-seeded Luther Knights. Neillsville getting the victory, and they will come out and get a game tomorrow night, as we'll have that one for you as well. Luther's season comes to a close. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have our Neillsville Dairy post-game show after these messages.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Neillsville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Neillsville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
But come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
All right, welcome back here to Zaleski Sports. I'm Brad Brecht here at Neillsville High School. Neillsville Warriors, 1 seed, coming out with a victory tonight, 48-28 over Luther. I'm here with head coach John Geyer. You guys were able to get the victory here tonight, and you guys kind of started out slow, but then you were able to find your groove there in that first half.
Yeah, they were, they're aggressive defense, and they really scramble in it, and it's hard to, they make it hard for you. So we were trying to rush a little bit, over dribbling and not looking to make enough passes. Then we started to get loose, shake loose a little bit and get some shots to fall. And that's going to be important. I mean, I think Sydney maybe hit that first three and got us going a little bit. And then when somebody makes one, it gets a little bit easier for others to make it. So that was good. I was happy with our defense, especially in the first half. I thought we need to finish better. Even when we substitute, we need to finish better than we did. But right now, whether it's 1 or whether it's 20, you just want to be on the right side of the W and right side of the score, and make sure you're moving on to the next one.
Yeah, definitely. And what was it like? What is it like? You've done so many of these playoff games. What is it like once you get into the playoffs and that first playoff game?
It's important to win that first playoff game. I remember back in 2006 was the first year we went to state. And we almost lost in the first round. I think we beat Loyal like 36-30 in the first round. And after we had beaten them twice during the year. So you got to get that first one in. I think there's a little bit of jitters because kids know, it's one and done. And so they come out a little tight once in a while, but you still just got to come out and play. And I think getting the first one helps a lot.
Yeah. And what is it like here? Because you guys, I'm sure you get this every year, but you guys play in a sectional where you don't face teams that you normally see throughout the season. So you have like new teams every time around. What does that do for like your preparation aspect of things?
Well, we try to get as much on them as we can, and at least try to find out who their first two options are offensively and how much pressure or what they want to do defensively. If we can get that, I think we can pretty much game plan for them. But at this point, our philosophy has always been we've got to do what we do better than they do what they do. Because right now, we play tonight and then we play again tomorrow. So there's not a lot of prep time or scouting time that you can do. So you just got to make sure that you do your things better than they can do their things and hope to come out on the right side of the scoreboard.
Well, congratulations tonight. You came out on the right side of the scoreboard here with the 20-point victory over Luther, and then good luck tomorrow night. I'm not sure who you have yet, but we'll see.
But the thrill for me is I get to spend another game with Paris. So that's what it's about when you have seniors, that you just don't want it to end for them. So we're really pleased that the kids pulled together and got another one for Paris.
Yes, definitely. Right, and so let's bring in Paris Opelt here. I think you're my leading scorer. Let's look. Yeah, you are my leading scorer on the night, finishing with 14 points. You guys kind of set the tone early there on the defensive end of the floor, played some great trapping defense. Talk about your defensive effort all season.
Well, our defense is probably the best it's been in the last 4 years that I've had.
with this Neillsville team, and we have a lot of pressure, and we do the right things if our offense isn't working. So we rely on our defense a lot, and it's worked a lot.
Yeah, and talk about as one of the seniors on this team, you guys get into the playoffs, and you usually make it a little ways into the playoffs every season. So does that add extra pressure as a senior now to just keep kind of fulfilling that every year? Or?
Yes and no. I mean, it's just another game, so I play it as it is. So hopefully we make it just as far this year as we did the previous years.
Yeah, definitely. And tonight you got started here with a victory over Luther. And you put together a very nice game as well as you have all season as a leading scorer. So what is that role for you as a leading scorer, as a senior leader? How do you take that into your game?
I mean, knowing that I'm the only senior, I know I have to score and do as much as I can for this team, and just as much as for myself. I mean, it's my last year, so I just wanted to be the best that I can be.
Yeah, and congratulations tonight. You guys come out with a 20-point win, and you got one more coming tomorrow, either against Auburndale or Whitehall. So I'm going to give this over to you. You'll be in the house.
All right. I'm Parasopa, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Paris. We are going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back with more on our Neillsville Dairy post-game show after these messages.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
And welcome back here on Zaleski Sports to our Neillsville Dairy post-game show. Ben Brecht with you here from Neillsville High School as we wrap up a victory tonight for the Neillsville Warriors. Let's take a look at the leading scorers. First, let's start with Luther and what I have them down for in tonight's game. We got 8 points from Macy Neumeister, their second leading scorer on the season, just held to 8 points on the night. 7 points for Carly Miller. She put together a strong performance inside there for Luther, doing a nice job on the glass and then also scoring the basketball. 4 points for Allie Zittel. 4 points for Kayla Scheibel. 2 points for Destin Wohlhofer. 2 for Avery Jostad. And 1 for Lexus Hansen. Rounds out the scoring for the Luther Knights in this one. Their season comes to an end here at Neillsville High School. A good season for Luther, despite they finished, I believe, second in their conference, so a good season for them. Just coming up a little bit short here in this regional semis. Neillsville Warriors, as I mentioned before the break, were led in scoring by Paris Opelt. She finished with 14 points on the night. Maddie Dable came in with 12 points for Neillsville. Another great performance from her. 7 points for Emerson Ormond off the bench. 5 for Sydney Supke. 4 for Braylon Anding. 3 for Kaylee Lawrence. 2 for Layla Walk. And 1 for Mercedes Bales. Off the bench for Neillsville. The bench players for Neillsville got some more playing time here tonight with that big victory as they had. And then I'm also going to get to some other scores here as we got scores coming in from around the area. as we look at some of these other games. We got a victory tonight. Oh, I was going to mention before we get to that, before I went to the Neillsville Dairy post-game show, I mentioned we had a stunner upset in Division 5. Number 9, Gilman beats number 1, South Shore, 59-51. That is only the second loss of the season for South Shore. They were presumably the favorites to come out of that sectional. Instead, they get upset in their second game by number 9, Gilman. I thought Gilman was critically underranked. Turns out I was right. So, way to go, Gilman. Way to represent. Gilman getting the big victory there. Other scores around the area. Pittsville comes away with the victory. The 2-seeded Pittsville Panthers 47-26 over Edgar. Randolph beating Wild Rose 52-31. That's a 4 beating a 5. Pittsville Edgar. That game is that. Okay, let me see if I do have that final. I'm not sure. Another upset. Number 11, Appleton East beats number 6, Superior, 63-49. Greenwood is able to get the win in their game there, 37-35. 3 seeding beating number 6, Columbus. The Don season ends at Greenwood. They lose all 3 matchups to Greenwood this season and end in the playoffs there and well. Number 1, McDonald takes care of Marathon 65-12. And then Athens gets the victory over Loyal 62-27. Wow, what a big victory there for Athens, really putting it to them. Other final, Oakfield winning 60-49 over Almond. That is the finals that I have in for you here. Marshfield, we had them leading over Holman with 4.5 minutes left. Hudson is going to get the victory over Eau Claire North. And then Pacelli is going to get their victory over 3 Lakes. That kind of rounds up the finals that I have. And so that's going to round up the broadcast that I have here from Neillsville High School. Once again, thanks you for tuning in here on Zaleski Sports for tonight's game. Neillsville comes out victorious 48-28 over Luther. Tune in tomorrow night as we got Neillsville here at home in the regional final. For Ben Brecht and Isaac Eagle, signing off from Neillsville. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night.